If your favorite poet gives you a spiritual connection to the rest of mankind, if he touches your soul, can that not be enough? Or must he also have good table manners as well? If an artist pours his comfort, his strength, his very life into his work so he can give you and you and you his special vision of beauty so that you can hang it on your walls, your halls, can that not be enough? Or must he also be dressed by your tailor?
I think that things that are really good and beautiful, of inward, moral, spiritual, and sublime beauty come from God. Now, I always think that to know God, one must love many things. Love a friend, love a wife, love something, anything you like, but one must love. That leads to God.
Well said. Well said.
I want to paint what I feel, not what I see, no, but what I feel about what I see. Yes, I love the works by Michelangelo, although the women's legs, they're too long, and their buttocks, they're far too large. I want to learn how to make these very deviations, these incorrectnesses, these remodelings, these changes in reality, so that they may become lies, if you like, but truer than the literal truth. Yes. Oh, Theo, I'm finished at the Antwerp Academy. Finished! A rigid, formal institution bound by tradition. It's dead, Theo. And my ideas, they drove the instructors quite mad. They treated me as if I was some kind of a disease. Last week, we were given a cast of Venus de Milo, and to draw from, and I was struck by the power of that figure, and so I accentuated her hips. Well, my instructor, he was this purist. He took his crayon and furiously scratched on my drawing. And I stood up from my chair and I said, "You don't know what a woman is like? Damn you. A woman must have buttocks and her hips and a pelvis in which to hold a child." And that was the last time I ever studied at the Antwerp Academy. Might I remind you that when I send you some works of art, you at least show them to somebody? 3 times this last week, someone asked me, "Oh, Vincent, why haven't you sold any of your work? Vincent, why haven't you sold any? Theo, this is the truth. You've never sold anything for me. Not for much, not for little, not one, not two. In fact, you haven't even tried. Explain this to me." You say you're a merchant? All right, sir. Well, then if you're a merchant, can I at least count on you to show my work? You must not have any kind of respect if you won't even show it, if you won't even soil your hands with it. Instead, there's a money. But for the work, there's nothing.
There are no words to express the sense of loss, the sense of grief that I feel. It is a grief that I have no comfort. It is a grief that will be with me for the rest of my days. But I'm not alone. I'm not alone in my agony. Those friends who knew him share a measure of my sorrow when we all gathered around to return Vincent to the earth. All his friends were there, the artists, the merchants, the farmers, the beggars. Even the beggars off the street, because they knew. They knew. What a genius my brother was. He was a genius. And how special he was. And I wanted to speak. Because I wanted them to know my Vincent, how I knew him. I couldn't speak. And then the moment was gone.